Hey, Shalom Yasharallah, which means peace, Israel. I'd like to start off by giving our praises, our honor, and our glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakwadash, Yahweh. That'll be the true and powerful mighty name of who the word ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh, or Haya. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai, that's the true and powerful mighty name of who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Yeshua, or Yeshaya. And the Rachakwaдаsh is the Holy Spirit, according to the ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who I've learned the truth of the Bible from. And peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, and to you believers and listeners out there that came back into the faith and obedience of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Much love and respect unto you, brothers, pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth, risking your lives and freedom now more so than ever. May Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai continue to bless you and your households. I'm the brother Yawam, coming back at you with another lesson. The Lord willing is edifying to the Lord's elect, and blowing the trumpet of Zion again, man. Came across this article this morning. It's titled, Food Shortages May Be Rampant in 2025. Here's why. All right, so this sounds like, famine coming down the lines. And then, they're already talking about you got this government lockdown. And then, California declared a state of emergency of the first bee flu, severe bee flu case, should I say it that way, for lack of better words. So it's looking like 2020 all over again, man. But let's go into it. The American food supply is one of the most abundant and diverse on earth, but this robust system is without its challenges. Even in the world's largest economy, consumers will encounter empty shelves in certain grocery departments from time to time. Just ask anyone who tried to buy Trader Joe's eggs recently. Okay. Which, let me get that. Let's say 2nd Ezra 6. Talks about the full storehouses. Bear with me a second. Yep. 2nd Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right. Okay. Those sown places goes into, your farmland, and the full storehouses goes into, your stores. All right. So prophecy is playing out real time. Matter of fact, I got one more before I go more into this article. The book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Right. So the vision being prophecy, okay, is for an appointed time. And the collapse and downfall of this system is inevitable at this point. So back into the article, many factors can lead to shortages of one food item or another. And there are several reasons for concern about potential impacts in the coming year. From the ripple effects of climate change and foodborne illnesses to expected changes in U.S. immigration and trade policies. Right. And then, foodborne illnesses, hey, they putting the juice in everything, man. And damn near everything. It's ridiculous, man. Although widespread food scarcity is unlikely, which it is, they just, saying that to try to, come with them smooth words to try to, speed past it. They was just talking about shortages. Shoppers can reasonably expect product shortages across several categories in the new year. And, this is probably just, the beginning. Okay, it's going to have a snowball effect. It's going to start off as product shortages, but then, it's going to be whole food scarcity. Just watch. Smaller scale shortages are expected, driven by factors such as outbreaks. They already talking about the bee flu is about to be on the outbreak, climate change, and tightening immigration policies. Okay, and Donald Trump is already talking about hitting all these countries with tariffs on his first day in office. And then let's not forget about the temporary agreement that these dock workers came to. Okay, I know it's sometime January. The one say it's the 16th. Could be wrong. All right, but I know they're supposed to, do negotiations again. And what if they don't come to an agreement this time? And then these docks are shut down. All right, and a lot of people, majority of the people, forgot about that. Okay, but us here in the know, we try to keep all these things in the back of our head because it links up with prophecy. Okay. Um. Okay, so tightening immigration policy says Tejas Bat, founder and CEO of digital food and safety consultancy at Van Tejas and a member of the Institute of Food Technologists. Food technologists, wow. That food science, man. Moreover, Bat tells Eat This, Not That, that due to the expected rise in cost of food, the inflation will become more inaccessible, worsening the risk of food insecurity in pockets of the country. In 2025, shoppers could notice a lack of fresh produce on the shelves for various reasons. So they pretty much are taking away the good stuff and keeping us with the bad stuff, man. Okay, even though the produce ain't really all that good. Okay, but you got to get what you can in this kingdom. First, some farms depend on migrant labor for picking and packing. Their workforce may soon be in jeopardy, however, following the recent presidential election. President-elect Donald Trump has vowed to enact greater restrictions on immigration and conduct mass deportations of undocumented migrants once he takes power in January. If immigration policies get tougher to the point where farm workers are harder to find or hire, this could cause a shortage, says Bat, noting that berries and apples are examples of fresh produce that is heavily reliant on migrant labor. Climate change is another factor that can lead to food shortages. Extreme weather events like floods or droughts, and they pretty much giving you your game plan right now if you can read between the lines. Extreme weather events like floods and droughts can impact growing and farming regions, which may limit crop yields. For example, droughts can create shortages for water-intensive foods like almonds, while extensive rain can cause poor water quality and damage corn or soybean crops. Changes in the U.S. trade policy could also impact the food supply. President-elect Donald Trump plans to implement a 25% tariff on all imported goods from Mexico and Mexico and Canada, and 10% tariffs on China's goods could increase grocery prices and make some items difficult to find. Yeah, Trump, we believe that's Nero in the reincarnation. He's coming to finish off where he started back then. Tariffs will have an indirect impact on shortages by making food more expensive, leading to lower demand, leading to lower supply, a cynical effect that could lead to eventual shortages, Bat says. Fish and crustaceans, which we're not supposed to be eating crustaceans, which is a shellfish, and vegetable fats and oils are some common items imported to the U.S. from China, according to Trading Economics. From Mexico, the U.S. commonly imports grocery items like cereals and processed fruits and nuts, while Canada sends cereal, flour, and alcohol products, according to the U.S. Bureau of Industry and Security. Damn. So, hey, man, 2025, hey, it sounds like it's gonna be a hell of a year, man. Global factors such as Russia's invasion of Ukraine may disrupt food chains and further exacerbate potential shortages. It can have a domino effect where it creates shortages for food historically imported from those parts of the world. For example, the fertilizer market is facing a shock due to the war in Ukraine, which has an indirect impact on the ability to grow crops in America. See, everything ties together for the work in the prophecy of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. There's no hill in Babylon. Domestically, food recalls and outbreaks can lead to temporary shortages at the grocery store. In 2024, foodborne diseases outbreaks, including E. coli and Listeria, impacted various food items, including organic walnuts, organic carrots, and onions on McDonald's burgers, according to the U.S. Center for Disease Creation. Okay. And their records show infections from E. coli have climbed to nearly 14,000 as of November 2024. And this isn't medical advice. I'm just a man reading the article. Experts like Bat are keeping an eye on this, as well as the prophets, okay, as well as the men of the Lord, because the scriptures say measure the time diligently in itself. And that's, by keeping up with current events and linking it with prophecy. But more outbreaks can lead to shortages, primarily due to lack of traceability and transparency, he says. When the source of the contamination cannot be identified quickly in the interest of protecting public health, regulatory agencies tend to be overly cautious and ask the industry to conduct expanded recalls. In turn, these items will be removed from grocery store shelves. Customers are taking note when it comes to price spikes at grocery stores. Fair Trade America says shoppers are concerned about the cost and quality of groceries. Yeah, because you paying more for less. Specifically when it comes to prices for commodities grown by farmers in tropical regions hit by unpredictable weather patterns, the nonprofit expects American shoppers will pay more for bananas and other produce, herbs and spices, and nuts and oils. Meanwhile, 70% of shoppers are concerned with rising prices at the grocery store, according to a 2024 report from the Food Industry Association, with potential shortages ahead. Food prices are expected to continue to rise. The latest prediction from the Institute of Grocery Distribution expects food price inflation will increase by nearly 5% in 2025, contributing to an overall 40% increase in just 5 years. That's almost 50%. Okay, and that's the end of the article. So let's go here. The scripture has been coming out a lot lately. Okay, still in red letters. The water, how about Shemal Shai? Matthew 24. Okay. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. We read about the war in Ukraine in that article. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Right. And they was just talking about one of the factors to the food shortages or famine will be pestilence. Okay. And unpredicted weather patterns, which, earthquake, that's, climate change. All right. So, hey, the scriptures are speaking. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. So, let's go here to the blue letter real quick. Look up this word famine. Okay. My bottom's up. Famines. All right.
Strong's G 3042. Lemas.
In the outline of biblical usage. Scarcity of harvest. All right. And it wasn't just talking about farmers not yielding crop. Okay, let's see what else we can get. The root word.
Strong's G 3007. Lipo. Lipo.
It goes into leave behind, to be destitute, to be wanting, to fail, and hey, crops are going to be failing. Okay, even more. People are going to be wanting food. All right, but it's going to be a lack thereof. Let's go back. Let me see this particular. Here we go. This is 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head. Let me get this up. 6 and 25. Because events like this is coming back into the earth in a major way. What was it? 25. All right, I was almost there. And look at the title: The Siege of Samaria, Cannibalism, which I said is finna come back into the world in a very hardcore way. All right. So I'm gonna start at 24. 2 Kings 6 and 24. And it came to pass after that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head, which is a donkey, was sold for 80 which is 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung, which is bird shit. Okay, just lack for better terms, but just being straight to the point, for 5 pieces of silver. So people was resorting to eating unlawful food and eating excrement from animals. Verse 26, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help my lord, O king. And he said, If Yahweh did not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? Like, what's the matter? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son, and did eat him. And I said unto her the next day, Give thy son, that we may eat him. And she had hid her son. So pretty much these two women, this woman came with a complaint that, her and her neighbor came to an agreement to eat her son one day, and then eat her neighbor's son the next day. And they ate the lady's son, but when it came time for the woman to give up her son, she didn't want to. She hit him. And stuff like this is coming back into the earth, man. All right. And starting with the elder apostles, a great millstone, and like-minded brothers that preach the same doctrine have been telling y'all this is going to be coming unto the world, but y'all want to mock and y'all want to scoff. Okay, let's go here. We got a couple more before I close out. Jeremiah 51, verse 6. I'm gonna start at verse 8. Go straight to the point because press for time. Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon, which is talking about America, is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. Right, and they trying to do all these things to try to save America and make America great again. Okay, verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do to heal this place. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto the heaven and is lifted up to even to the skies. So like I said, there's nothing for them to do to save this place. It's going down the drain. All right, you're not going to reach in the toilet and try to pull it out. So hey, just let the chips fall as they may. One more. 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is clearly visiting the world. All right, you got these chariot sightings, increasing. The spirit and people, they're just perplexed, they're confused, looking for answers. And, they don't want to hear the truth. They're mocking and scoffing. Hey, man, the love of many waxing cold. It's getting close. Therefore, verse 3, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, we've seen both of those going on, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end is manifest. Okay? And you can clearly see that we're in the end times, the end days, the end of Esau, Edom's, the self-proclaimed white man, rulership and kingdom. Verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. So we got to continue to look for these signs, man. Okay, they're really smack dab in our face, man. You just got to look up and pay attention. Okay, so I pray and hope this lesson was edifying, giving our praises and honor and our glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, and to you believers and listeners out there. Shalom.